What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Quicksand tapping in for episode 11 of Mindset Monday. And today we're going to read a few passages out of the book It's All in Your Head by Russ. And the chapter we're going to read today is called Pull the Trigger. And basically, what pulling the trigger is, so it's about trusting your instincts because your gut knows what you want to do before you do. So train yourself to listen to your first thought, the uncensored one. Embracing fear is important. And it's very natural to be hesitant when you're standing at the edge of a cliff and you know that in order to live a fulfilled life, you have to jump. You're hesitant because you don't have wings yet, right? Those wings only grow once you're willing to get out of your comfort zone and jump off of that cliff. And if we continue reading, pulling the trigger. So he says, it's all in your head. The minute you think about something for too long, fear creeps in. You begin to doubt yourself, but that's natural. However, when you choose to be inspired by fear, you will actually end up flipping it into fuel and thriving off of it. If you find yourself hesitating, don't. The what if will torment you. The oh well will free you. I'll read that again because that's powerful. The what if will torment you, and the oh well will free you. Have you ever made a decision, or have you ever not made a decision and then you look back and just regret it, like, man, I really should have gone with that. I know I was scared in the moment and I decided to take the safe route. Now it's tormenting me. I wish that I would have just said, oh well, let's just see what happens. That's important to understand. Utilize that way of thinking continuously. The staircase of your dreams is daunting because it is limitless and stretches far beyond what you can see. But stop focusing on the staircase and focus on one step at a time. Stop focusing on the staircase, whether it's spiral or just all the way up. Don't focus on how far you need to go. Focus on that step ahead of you, one step at a time. Every single day is how you're going to develop and to get better. Eventually you'll reach the top, and by then you've gained so much experience from each step that you're going to be ready for that moment. There's a lot of times where we wish that we can go from the bottom step to the top immediately, and sometimes it can happen overnight, sometimes, rarely. And if it ever happens, the people who actually reach it immediately aren't ready to be at that top spot because they haven't gone through a lot of experiences in order to get there. You had to go through the wins and the losses and being able to bounce back and all the stories that go along that journey in order for you to get up here and be ready. Okay? So that's important. Overcoming hesitation is an ongoing challenge that everyone faces, no matter who it is, no matter how high level they are, or where they're from, or what color skin they have, or whatever religion. It doesn't matter. Everyone deals with overthinking and overcoming that hesitation. And in moments of decision, don't hesitate. Think less and do more. Trusting your instincts, your gut, and the experiences that you've had in the past. Trusting yourself. If we continue reading, so Russ was offered, at first let's actually take a step back real quick. So this book was put out 3 years ago. Russ is an artist, and he makes music, rap music, R&B music, and he's also an author. So this book came out 3 years ago. It came out in a hardcover form and then also in an audiobook form. And actually Russ the other day posted on his story that this book, the audio version of it, is still number 12 on the charts of the personal development, charts. It's still number 12, so it's still doing really well. And this is all, his thoughts and his way of going about life. And people are finding value in it, and I found a ton of value in this book changed my life in a lot of ways, and it opened my mind to a new perspective of trusting myself. And this particular chapter really helped me a lot, so I continue reading on it. So he was offered a record deal in 2014, and from his music, and the record label was like, we're going to give you $500,000 up front. You just sign to us, and all your music is going to be basically ours, right? They're going to own the masters, they're going to own the publishing, and they're going to make more of a percentage off of his money, off of his music, than he was going to make. So he was like, ooh, I don't know about that. Like, I'm broke at the moment, and I would like nothing more but to have this $500,000 up front, but he trusted his instincts and his gut, and he said, nah, like, I'm not gonna go with it because I want to have full ownership of my music and, you know, my creations, and not have to split it with a record label who I don't need at the moment. You know, I can figure it out on my own, and he eventually did, and now he's a huge artist, and you know, he's very successful, being his own, you know, his own brand and his own owner, really, of his own brand. So if I continue reading, I had to mention that, because this part right here says, the offer of the record deal was an acknowledgement from the universe that my work was not going unnoticed. Take these acknowledgments as little signs you were on the right path. This is just the universe saying to you, keep going. It isn't saying that this is it, right? So this is not the end all be all when you make that decision. This is like, look, you're getting some acknowledgement. People are wanting you because they see the potential in you, but now it's time for you to see the potential in yourself. And that's basically what, you know, he was working up in his mind, and he realized that his decision to not sign was the best decision of his life. And it's a tough one, because you're in between, you know, when money's involved, you're in between, like, I really need this money, but I trust myself when I know that I can make more going further in the future. If you approach offers and opportunities from a place of fear that they're the only ones on the way, then you put a limit on what you can receive. Oof, that's powerful. If you approach offers and opportunities from a place of fear that they're the only ones on the way, then you put a limit on what you can receive. Instead, appreciate that you and your work are being recognized and sought after. Let the awareness boost your trust in yourself. So people are aware of you. Let that boost that confidence in yourself, to be able to trust your intuition, to trust your instincts, and to be confident in your decision making. Don't hesitate. Don't doubt. Don't even worry about falling off of that cliff. Wings will grow. Just jump. Pull the trigger. Ain't nobody gonna do it for you. Pull the trigger. Don't hesitate. Just shoot. Pull the trigger. The great thing about this book in itself is that every chapter on here, so there's different parts, 3 parts, 16 total chapters. Each chapter is its own song. So you can read the chapter, Always New, Pull the Trigger, The Stakeout, Do It Myself, and you can go on YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, and listen to the song, and it all matches the contents of what's in each chapter, and it just makes it a whole experience. And also too, watching or listening to the audiobook, man, it's just extremely powerful. I just wanted to share that message with you guys, to trust in yourself, trust your gut, and to know that sometimes you're going to need to make a decision that may be difficult for you in the moment, but eventually later you're going to tell yourself, wow, I needed to make that decision. I was fearful, but I was able to get over it and to trust in myself. And that's extremely important, to have that self-confidence. So I hope this video helped you. I hope the contents of this book has helped you. I want to continue going more into different chapters. So if you guys enjoy this, please let me know. Drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe, share with a friend who you think can benefit from this. And I will see you guys next week in episode 12. Tap out.